Okay, I don't think I'm going to start with that. That's fine. I am struggling to remember anything right now. It's been an evening. We, you know, this is going to be like the theme of this episode is probably Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to ask, did we play at all except for like the one time last week?
No shit. I know
Yeah, see, I can't recall a time either.
I don't.
Oh, well, I wasn't on Saturday because I was out for my birthday
Right.
and we didn't get back till late.
Oh, that was
So,
fine.
but then Sunday we played.
Yeah. I know the day before I played. It was just me online. And then when did we? I know you and I played at one point, but when did we do the dungeon run with Brian?
Monday.
Okay.
Yeah, just a couple days ago.
Yeah, so we played. But I don't think we played at all.
It feels like so much less.
Yeah, that last week was as far as Destiny play. Other than those 3 days, I don't think we played at all, or at least not together, anyways.
A lot to talk about Destiny, though.
Uh-huh.
We'll get to that. How was your week? Because I didn't hear any bad news from you, so you've been doing okay.
Basically, my sleeping has been I still do the wake up every so often, but it's been better. Especially when I figured out how to sleep on my stomach with the nasal cannula in. I'm a belly sleeper normally.
Okay.
But when I have the nasal cannula in, you're technically supposed to be sleeping on your back, which is not a comfortable position for me.
It's my favorite.
I don't like it.
Sorry.
Probably better get used to it because if I have to go on a CPAP,
You don't have much of a choice.
yeah, no more belly sleeping. But yeah, as soon as I was able to figure out how to do belly, because at some point I was just like, because my back was killing me, those few days, and I was like, fuck this, I gotta. I went right to sleeping on my belly and figured out how to do it without having, without messing up with the oxygen. I'm like, yay.
It's the little wins that you need.
Pretty much to the point that you even
Itty bitty victories.
to the point that I annoyed the living shit out of Callie with how chipper I was this morning.
Oh, because you slept?
Apparently.
I don't like that word. It's going to sound really weird, but I don't like that word.
What word? Chippy?
Chipper.
Oh.
Chippy is the name of a coffee.
I have yet to have a chippy.
What?
Yep.
You've lived here longer than I have, and you haven't had that yet?
I've never had a chippy.
Dude, they're so good.
I hear it.
They're so good. Like next time we come down there, we're going to have to change that, because it's not... I don't think it's too far from you guys.
I know they moved. The Miracels moved from Dartmouth. I just don't remember where. I want to say downtown New Bedford or Fairhaven, something like that.
So did you do anything fun over the last week?
Fun. I think it was pretty boring this week, to be honest. What did I do? I'm really trying to think of what the hell I did this last week. Shit.
If you don't remember, it wasn't important.
The most exciting part of my week is going to the doctors to figure out what I can, what medicine, over-the-counter medicine I can take with blood thinners now, because I can't take ibuprofen anymore. And then I leave there with another doctor's appointment that I wasn't expecting to go into.
Jesus.
Yep.
That was your highlight of the week?
Yep.
Nice.
The rest of the week was boring as shit.
I'm sorry to hear it. For your high to be going to the pharmacy. Jeez.
Compared to what I've been getting...
It's probably better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was going to say, compared to the excitement that we've had these last few weeks, I'll take that.
I don't blame you.
What about you, kind sir?
Nothing. I mean, besides my birthday being on Saturday and us going out to Salem and checking out Bit Bar and a couple other stores and stuff like that. That's really it. That was the highlight. Bit Bar's fun, especially if you like pinball and sit-down arcade cabinets.
Ooh.
That was nice. And all because Amelia played DDR, my wife forced me to play again. I am out of shape. I'll send you the video too. Remind me, and I'll send it to you. It's
You gotta
funny.
post it on YouTube, but nobody's gonna believe it.
I'm actually good at DDR, believe it or not. It's just been a long time since I played.
I'm good too, on a handheld.
All right. That's really all we did. Oh, I completely 100%ed and gotten all the achievements on that Toem game I was telling you about.
Ooh.
I got all 1,000 points. And if I had like 3 hours to dedicate to it, I would have been done a long time ago. But it's fun. It's a nice little thing to pick up and put down. Oh, shit. I got Octopath Traveler 2 for the Switch for my birthday as well. So I started playing that.
Yay! How's it?
I'm excited. It reminds me a lot of the first one, but some cool new animations and stuff. And the new characters seem cool. I've already got my first character. I'm working on the second one.
Yay!
Yeah. I started with the warrior, and I'm going to thief now. It's cool.
I wonder. I don't remember.
The dog won't sit down.
Did it end up coming? I don't remember if it came to PlayStation or not.
So Octopath Traveler 1, I believe, did. It came to Xbox.
Yeah.
So I'm going to assume it. You know what?
If I'm not mistaken, it's a Square
phone's
game,
right
isn't
here.
it?
Yes, you are correct.
So I think I remember getting the emails about it.
No. Switch, Windows, Stadia, and Xbox One. No PlayStation.
Uh-oh.
I'm really surprised at that.
Who pissed off Square?
I don't know. But that's kind of funny. But that was my weekend. And week. Besides playing with you guys. That's really all.
Yay.
It was nice.
Yeah, this week, even news-wise, this week seemed to be, like, really calm, mellow. Like, we still got... the news we did get was pretty decent, but...
A lot of the news that we got was good stuff. And some interesting things. But then there's just a lot of other, like, backlash and bad news.
And cheekiness.
Cheekiness?
Yeah. I'd say it's cheeky.
What do you mean cheeky? What? Which part?
Gambit?
Cheekiness?
Fine, I call it. I call the statement ballsy.
I don't even know what I would call it. Do you want to start off with all the Destiny stuff?
Well, let's introduce ourselves first.
I was getting there. Thank you very much. Okay, go ahead since you started us off.
Sure. I'm your host, Mike.
Shit. What? And I'm Adam. What is this?
I was getting there.
Okay.
And this is the
Sorry, I
Ramble
forgot
Pack.
you do things backwards.
Yeah. And this is the Ramble Pack podcast.
38.
Is it episode 38? Holy crap!
It's 38.
Yay!
I didn't even have to look this time. I knew. I'll change it later if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
You sounded too excited at that. Okay. So you want to talk about the community shit with Destiny first? Or do you want to do all like the good news and stuff to get it out of the way?
Yeah. Let's get the other because
Actually,
it looks like we have a decent between the two of us. We have a decent amount of Destiny news. So let's get the other stuff out of the way first, and then we can go into there.
Oh, you want to end with Destiny instead?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. I when I said good news, I was more talking about like good news in Destiny, and there's only one thing, which did actually kind of unite people today. But we can talk about that later.
Okay. Yeah, we'll end on the really good note. I think I know what you're talking about.
Okay, we'll end with that. That sounds good.
Okay.
That's a tease for later.
Yes, it is.
Do you know what Evo is?
Sounds familiar, but I don't remember. Care to?
It's a big old fighting game tournament convention thing.
Okay. Yep.
There's like a shit ton of different fighting games having different tournaments during Evo itself.
Okay.
That happened this past week also.
Oh damn.
Like it concluded Sunday, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm trying to. It's like some of the there was. I didn't pay attention to any of like the winners from the different matches because I'm more interested in the things that they show because a lot of the fighting game community. What am I trying to say? A lot of the fighting game devs are like fans of the fighting game community and like talk directly to them and stuff like that. So they'll go to Evo as well.
Yep.
And there was a handful of announcements or things showed off at Evo itself too.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't confirm this, but I think this might be a sequel to Garo, which if you like fighting games, you'll know what that is. If you're an SNK player, Final Fight. Recognize that word?
Yes.
Okay. Well, they're putting out a game called Final Fight City of Wolves.
Yay.
It seems to be a follow-up to Garo,
Yeah.
from what I can see. They showed a new Mortal Kombat 1 trailer, which was, I forget the name of the trailer specifically, but it had, like, a name referencing the type of players.
Mm.
But Reptile's coming back, and they kind of changed him again for this timeline. He could shapeshift between a literal reptile and then, like, his ninja form.
Ouchie.
And he does that, like, for his moves.
Yeah, because
So, like, part of the trailer was showing off his backstory, too.
I want to say as much as I'm aware of like the Mortal Kombat games and stuff like that, I think I've only played like the original ones on when they were like on the Sega. I remember Reptile basically looking like everybody, all the other ninja type characters, Sub-Zero and all of them. But
as the games went on, he turned into a literal reptile. And now he's both. They also showed off an angel character and a demon character.
okay,
I forget the angel character's name because it didn't have as much an impression on me as the demon type character. The dude rips his arms off and beats you with them during the fight and can put him back on.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I was like, well, damn. And his name is Havoc.
Oh.
So, Street Fighter 6 is getting a new character called Aki, unless they pronounce her name literally AKI. But she seems to be, like, kind of poison-based, even though there's, like, nothing like that in the game, really. It's all projectiles or close fighting.
Yep.
The little trailer they showed was her doing something around your pre-made character, and it seems like she was using poison or poison clouds of some sort. Didn't really give much away, so I don't know. Street Fighter 6 also got a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collaboration, which the costumes and shit look pretty cool,
Yep.
and everybody was excited until they saw the price tag for them.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. You've already read, but I was going to say take a guess how much you think it is.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah. $15 for one single costume, or $60 for all of them, which is as much as Street Fighter 6 was. Or you can spend $100 on the thing and get, stickers, accessories, and emotes along with all 4 costumes. It's a bit much for a collaboration.
A little bit. I know that TMNT is making a comeback right now, but Jesus Christ.
This also isn't the only collaboration that's going on. I think pretty soon here Fall Guys is going to have a TMNT collaboration as well.
Mm.
And then Tekken 8 got 2 new character reveals. I don't know these characters,
I've never heard of them.
but I guess people were excited for them.
I've never heard of them, so I couldn't tell you.
And at the end, I think it was at the end of Evo, Harada was on stage talking about something, and then I think Yoshihiro Ono, which is one of the Capcom guys, came on stage, and they were talking about Tekken. It's called Tekken Cross Street Fighter, but it's supposed to be like the 2 games coming together and making a fighting game out of it. So it just, them 2 on stage harken back to that game back in the day.
Yeah.
So people are like wondering if they're going to actually make a proper one now or not.
That would be awesome.
Mm-hmm. Hasn't been any word said about it, but it'd be cool.
Wouldn't be the first time they've done collabs with other fighting games, so do it.
From the fighting game community themselves too, a lot of people are looking for a new Marvel vs. Capcom. The modding community is kind of taking over that, where they're modding in new characters from old games and recreating their movesets. So now it's like expanding the roster unofficially. But it's pretty cool. they've imported a handful of characters already.
And that's why you gotta love the mod community.
Yes. Oh yeah, as an addendum to Evo itself, the PS5 is starting to have problems,
Oh Jesus.
or at least now is being more reported, because apparently when the systems get too hot, it melts the back USB ports,
Holy shit.
and it was screwing up people's controllers at the tournaments.
I haven't heard of those type of problems since the original PS3.
Mm-hmm.
Holy.
I mean, the PS5 itself has a built-in thing to where it shuts down automatically if it gets too hot.
Yeah.
So I wonder how it managed to get that hot that it melted it. Unless there's exhaust coming somewhere near the USB slot that's not being properly vented, so that's getting more heat than the system itself getting properly vented.
Yeah.
So it doesn't stop it.
Or maybe they have multiple systems close by each other.
It could be that too, yeah. But yeah, like it came to light during Evo because a handful of players were like, "Hey, the systems are melting the end of my controller or my memory stick or whatever it is that they're using."
Right.
And then after that, some people were like saying, "Oh yeah, it's happened to my home unit as well." But those have been few and far between.
Right.
That just happened to crop up during the event.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
Especially-
not good.
Especially with the rumors of the next iteration of PS5 is going to be coming out soon, so
Yay.
hope they fix that problem.
Oh, this thing that you have on your list, I think I read this earlier, where Harada was like using examples of some communication from the community. Like even though it's a joke, it's still not a good idea to make those kind of jokes.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Want to continue with that?
Yeah, I noticed that you had that on there, and we were talking about Tekken, so let's do it.
Well, reason why I put it on, and what Adams pointed out is one of the articles that I read was basically the Tekken director Katsuhiro Harada ended up releasing a message to the gamers, basically saying, "Hey, you need to stop doing this stuff, just because he received. Granted, it was meant like a tongue-in-cheek type of thing, but." He used that as an example, where he received a threat from Twitter, X, whatever the hell you want to call it now, basically saying if a certain character wasn't in the lineup, he's gonna beat him with a hammer. But basically, he used that as an example to say, "Hey, listen, you guys really need to cool it with this shit, because this type of stuff is not okay." It causes unnecessary precautions that have to be taken by developers to protect their employees, and possibly cancel events.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, if you guys take things out of hand, they're not going to give in to your demands and give you what you want. They may do the exact opposite just to say, "Hey, just to prove a point, you're not going to win with this behavior. So, knock it off," type of thing. And seeing as this topic seems to be... The reason why I put it down was because this topic seems to be coming up quite a lot.
It's definitely been coming up a lot more,
Yeah.
it seems, lately in the last few months.
Basically.
And like he even pointed out, like, sure, you're joking. I get that you're joking. Sometimes context is lost in that situation, so you don't really know, hey, are they being serious? Are they not being serious? Do I take it seriously? Do I not say anything? What do I do?
Right.
It's better to just not do it.
Basically. And I think that, and with the way the climate of social media and everything is lately, it's not a good idea. People need to learn to cool their jets. Whether
People need to chill.
Yeah.
Well, I agree that people need to chill, and especially with instances like that. But I say that they don't need to chill in instances where a company thinks they can give away a port or sell a port for $50 and make no changes to it.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmare, which is its DLC, is coming out to Switch and PS4. Finally. on August 17th. It's not a remake or a remaster like people were hoping or rumors were speculating about. They're not doing any kind of updates to it, nothing like that. It's just a port of the original game. And they're, instead of pricing it at 60 like regular games, they're doing it at 50.
Ooh.
But this is also a 13-year-old game.
Yeah.
So rightfully so, a lot of people who like Rockstar games or Red Dead Redemption or were hoping for it are upset.
I would be too. The fuck?
And their CEO came out and was like, I think it's priced fairly. Because that's going to get you some brownie points.
And I think you need to go suck an egg.
Maybe he likes eggs.
Maybe.
Maybe he's a weasel.
I had to, after the previous topic, I had to rethink my statements.
It depends. Is it justified? I mean, this is like another one of those examples. We're going to be talking about Destiny later, and this falls under a similar category. It keeps coming back to it.
Yeah, I think that situation's absolutely stupid. Honestly, before that, I honestly thought Red Dead Redemption 1 was already on the PS4. Because I believe 2
Yeah, I
is.
thought so too.
I'm pretty sure 2 is. Why wouldn't the original?
Crazy. Yeah. Might have just stopped at PS3.
Could have. Okay, that makes sense. Same, probably doing the same idea as like when. Again, I'm gonna bring it back to the Kingdom Hearts.
Okay. Here we
when
go.
they released 3, they re-released 1.5, 2.5, all those stuffs on the PS4 edition. But at least in those, they did some type of remaster modification to the games.
Right. Would you say they made it worthwhile? Or worth the money, I guess?
Well, granted, I paid a full game price for how much? How much did each installment have? Had at least two games worth of data, and a third game turned into cutscenes, movie-like cutscenes.
Cool.
Yeah. At least there was reasoning behind the pricing. I was okay with that.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm going to keep dominating the conversation right now, just because we can lead right into some more stuff like delays and how companies behave with those or let people know about them. And Devolver Digital does the best when it comes to releases or delays. Did you happen to watch the trailer about delays? It's only like 3 minutes long.
I didn't end up watching it, but
They spoofed the Nintendo things that go on. They spoofed it so hard. It's like the coloring, the letters, the way it was presented, and stuff like that. The jokes were a mockery of it in the best way,
Yeah.
and it still harkened back to like the Nintendo Switch stuff that they do.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. But they just wanted to give an update on a handful of games that were being pushed to 2024, and some either new release dates or letting people know if games were still coming out in 2023. So the only ones that, unfortunately, on two fronts, they had to in 2024 they had to push the Plucky Squire, which I think we were both looking forward to. Yeah. Stick It to the Stickman, which I don't remember hearing about. Skate Story, I remember, and I'm surprised that one got pushed. Angry Foot, that one got pushed. Boo. And then Pepper Grinder, I was looking forward to that one too.
for some reason I don't remember
But-
Pepper Grinder.
If you checked out the trailer, you would.
Okay.
Instantly. It's the side-scrolling pixelized game where the person controls a drill.
I'm brain farting.
Okay.
I'll have to remind myself later. But yes, I'm upset about
That's
the Plucky
okay.
Squire. No.
Yeah. And Angry Foot.
And Angry
I really want to check that game out just to see how fucking weird it is. I'm excited. But at least in 2023, Gunbrella's still coming out. I cannot wait. I really want to play that game. The one you said you liked, Wizard with a Gun, is still coming out too.
Yeah.
Talos Principle 2 still coming out. We already knew that
Mhm.
because we talked about it last week. They pushed it a month, I think it was,
Think so.
to like finish up on stuff.
Yeah.
The Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood, which the only thing I understand about this game is that it's a tarot card deck builder creator
Mhm.
with thirst trap gods. That's how it was marketed.
Okay.
And it's coming to the Switch. Go figure. Karma Zoo is still coming out, and Broforce Forever and McPixel 3 DLC are both coming out. Broforce has been talking about their update and DLC coming out at the end of this month,
Yeah.
I think. They've been talking about that for a little while, and then they put it in the showcase as well. I don't even know if you could call it a showcase. Like I said, it's only 3 minutes long.
It's enough. It got its attention.
So, it did. You're right. But I feel like since Devolver is just very tongue-in-cheek with their comedy, they did their delay video in the best way possible. WrestleQuest, on the other hand, the thing that we started with when we started the podcast and kept talking about,
Yeah.
this story's funny. It got delayed at the last minute. It was scheduled to come out, and then just hours before it was going to, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna wait a little bit," because they found a game-breaking. I don't even know if we would call it game-breaking, but it's a bug where saves wouldn't actually save.
Yeah, that could be a problem.
Yeah. So they want to work that out, and they're just releasing it in 2 weeks. But it was just like, here we go, it's gone gold, we're going to do it, and can't do it anymore. Got to wait a little while.
And it's gone.
We'll get there, though. No, this is coming out for sure. If it disappears and they say no to it later on, I will be very surprised. Something must have really happened for something like that to happen.
Right, exactly.
Ooh. Perfect example. Actually, I think I have an answer for this one, but Activision years ago made a Deadpool game. It is on no storefronts anywhere, and you can't buy it anywhere.
I remember. Isn't that the one that you just starting up the game got you a trophy?
I think so.
Why can't we buy that game anymore?
The license for Deadpool expired somewhere, so they are not allowed to sell it.
No shit. I would figure that they would be
Yep.
able to. I thought.
So it disappeared a little while after it came out,
Yeah.
and then came back for a while, and then it disappeared again, and you haven't seen it since.
I would have figured like the way I always thought license agreements, whatever you create during the licensing agreements, you can use.
You think it maintains in perpetuity?
Yeah. Like you can reissue and use it. That's the way I always understood it, which would explain like again going back to Kingdom Hearts, like how in the original one, at the time they were able to include Tarzan because Disney still had the license to Tarzan, but did not include it in any future installments because they didn't they lost the licensing. But they still re-released the games.
Copyright law is very messy. I don't know.
Maybe.
Now you talk, because I feel like I've talked a lot.
No? See.
Tell me something new.
Something new?
Or how does the song go? Tell me something good.
Well, you might like this. And two old school Pokemon games are going to be hitting the Switch. Or did
I
hit
saw
the
that a
Switch.
little while. That came out during the little Pokemon Direct they had recently.
Yeah.
Which had absolutely nothing of substance to. I would have loved to put it on the list, but I'm like, there's nothing here.
Well, apparently I was able to scrape something together.
I'll take it.
But yeah. It's not the games you think of, guys. I know people have been asking for it. Trust me, I would. I would instantly buy a Switch if that were the case.
What, for all the old school
Oh
ones?
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yes.
But Pokemon trading card game and Pokemon Stadium 2
Yeah.
hit Nintendo Switch.
Boo!
What do you mean, boo?
Boo to Stadium. Yay to trading card game.
You didn't like Stadium?
Pokemon Stadium 2 is... No, it's cheap! The game is ridiculous. Trading card game is way better.
It was the easiest way for me to get the starter Pokemon without having a friend.
After we get off here, I'm going downstairs and grabbing my Switch and playing the trading card game for a little while. I'm not gonna edit this. I'm just gonna go play that.
So we heard it here first. We know what Adam's doing.
Yeah, right. I'm just gonna get off and go to bed.
Oh, but I thought that was
Oh,
pretty cool.
Father, I'm tired. Yes. That's about the only, to me, that's about the only interesting thing that came out of the Direct. There was some little snippets of different shows that they're putting out. They talked about those coming out. They talked about the DLC for, not Sun and Moon, Scarlet and Violet. Yep. There is a Mew and Mewtwo event where you can get Mew and Mewtwo in Scarlet and Violet.
Mm-hmm.
There was stuff about the other game that I can't remember the name of it, but it's really popular. I was seeing if you remember it.
Detective Pikachu?
They did talk about that. There was a new trailer for it, but no, not that one. I want to say it's like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, but that's not it.
I can't. I don't know.
I'm gonna find it.
Any of the, it's not Snap. I highly doubt that.
No.
Took them forever and a day just to come out with Snap 2, so.
Oh yeah, Pokemon Go is getting Paldea region monsters next month.
Woohoo. I'm not going back on.
Yay. Okay. Mew and Mewtwo, Paldea. The fuck is that? First DLC.
But no, I think that's them coming out with those two is a good step in the right direction because that means they're willing to bring in the old school games. That's
yeah, and like you were saying, a lot of people after that was like the games that they're offering, and then they showed a picture next to it. It was like the games we want, and it's like blue, red, yellow, gold, silver, all those on it. I'm like, yeah, makes a lot of sense.
It does. What would be interesting?
And they've had those games on like their old systems too.
Yeah.
You could play them on like the DS and shit like that.
Yeah.
You had options on buying them again. Why not just take what you did there, put it on the Switch?
There must be some reason why they can't.
Maybe.
What would be really cool if they do that? They port over Pokemon Green.
Oh, they had those on the Game Boy before, Fire Red and Leaf Green.
No, I mean the original Green.
Oh, you're talking about like the version from Japan?
Yeah, because we got Red and Blue. They got Red and Green.
Right. I don't know the differences between the ones, so.
I'm trying to remember what. I'm pretty sure the sprites in. And I could be pulling this completely out of my ass. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the sprites in Green are supposed to be different than the sprites in Red. And the two versions.
Oh, like each version got their own special sprites?
Their own designs, yeah. And then the ports that we got, the Red and Blue, were just the port over of the red sprites.
Interesting.
I could be blown.
I learned something.
I wouldn't say you learned.
If you're not lying.
Yeah, I know. I could be blowing smoke out my ass for all I know.
Gross.
Don't want to be anywhere near there when that happens.
Oh, there was another crossover we didn't mention. You have it written down for Fortnite.
Yes. Apparently, Jujutsu Kaisen is doing crossover this season with Fortnite. According to the update, it's saying the event is basically following the same general structure as when they did the Star Wars event back in May. But it is supposed to be different this time around. I'm trying to remember what it was saying. Unfortunately, you don't get any free skins. You'd have to buy the pass. Free skins to earn. I'm shop. The difference this time around is there's 5 different categories of quests that are going to be dropped throughout 4 waves. Starting with Grade 4, Grade 3 on August 10th, 2 on the 15th, and 1 on August 17th.
I know I'm getting old and out of touch with things because it just sounds like you're just saying words. None of that made sense to me.
Same here. I'm just a fan of Jujutsu Kaisen, so.
I'm going to have to download Fortnite again and get on to make sense of all this. So I'm like, oh, now I get it. And then delete the game again.
Oh, yeah. And supposedly, if you do a certain amount of each category, you're able to unlock a certain glider for free.
Ooh. That's an interesting incentive.
Mm-hmm. So if you guys are interested in that thing, the event is until August 25th, which is also going to be the end of Chapter 4, Season 3. What I was actually interested in, which I thought was pretty cool, seeing as we've been talking about like mobile games lately and everything like that, and being able to stream games off our phone and shit like that, Turtle Beach is going to have an iPhone-compatible controller system. They already have one for Android systems, but they should be coming out with one in... it's pre-ordered now, but should be available... What was the date? September 10th.
It almost feels like they're playing catch-up because there have been a handful before.
Yeah.
Like, not just Turtle Beach. But it's interesting that they're getting into the market now because they're just well-known for, like, headphones and stuff like that. Are the controllers supposed to do anything special?
I'm trying to think. It's supposed to... Well, it connects Bluetooth-wise. It's supposed to be battery... I don't know how... I don't know what other versions of this stuff are. I'm sure there are. But, it's supposed to have, like, 20 hours of battery life on a single charge. Can fully charge within 3 hours time.
That's pretty good.
What was actually pretty cool is it's been optimized for services like Game Pass. What's GeForce Now? Do you know?
That's NVIDIA.
Oh, is it?
The GeForce is their graphics card, and then like you have a toolbar of different things on your computer as well. Like I have a dual boot where it's Intel graphics
Yep.
and it's a NVIDIA card on there.
Yep.
And then I also have like a task manager for the graphics card itself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then NVIDIA also has like shadow play and things like that to record gameplay and stuff on your computer.
It goes to show how green I am with this stuff.
You're good.
But I like but it goes to show like how geared and how far ahead Xbox is with this type of stuff. I will have to give the win to Xbox that this hardware is being designed for that service.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, PlayStation dropped the ball. It got me thinking to the point that I'm like, wait, 'cause especially when it was saying that this is supposed to be for the iPhone. Does that mean wait, I can get Game Pass on my phone?
Yeah. I mean, if you have Game Pass, you can, well, as long as it is xCloud enabled, like you can they make it to where you can play the game over xCloud, and you have Game Pass, then you can play those games on your phone.
Now, but would that mean that would mean I would still have to have a system?
Let me show you right here. I can literally show you. Loading up Game Pass here on my phone.
Yeah.
If I had my controller downstairs, I can connect it to my phone through Bluetooth and play.
Yeah.
Or play with that. It's loading. Give it a minute. There we go.
Because now is it the cloud streaming service at that point?
Yes, that's what xCloud is.
Okay, so that basically mean let's say for example seeing as that's going to be a good majority of our topic today is basically Destiny 2. What's to prevent somebody from playing Destiny on their handheld instead of using the TV or a game system?
Destiny is not on the list of xCloud available games.
Okay.
Now, with PlayStation, with their handheld thing, depending on how it works, you could probably do it like that because it's basically being streamed from the console to the handheld.
Right.
And no, I'm dumb. My bad. You don't go on the cloud or the Game Pass app. You go on cloud gaming.
Okay.
Now, from here, there are Game Pass games. Oh, where'd it go? Game Pass games. And let's hit that. Now I'm under Game Pass games. I'm not signed in now. Hang on.
Well, essentially what I'm getting at is, isn't this eventually, in a successful way going about what's the cloud gaming service that just shut down not too long ago?
Stadia.
Yeah, isn't that what Stadia was trying to get at?
Basically, but they were coming in from the ground floor.
Right.
They didn't already have things established like Sony and PlayStation.
Right.
So fuck me, Sony and Microsoft.
Yeah. So then at that point, eventually, what's the point of having a console if I could just play it on my phone?
Okay, now that I'm signed in,
Yeah.
I just hit play, and then it's loading.
But doesn't that so I'm still not getting what the way cloud gaming really works. It's not reliant on the capabilities of your hardware anymore, right?
Nope.
Nope.
It's all dependent on your internet connection speed.
No shit. Okay.
And I am literally playing Celeste right now.
All right.
See?
That is nuts.
And my cloud saves are all on the game as well.
So whatever.
So everything that I've done on my Xbox or if I play on the PC, it's all right here too.
Now is the visual the same? Like the graphics still the same quality?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, because eventually you'll be. If you could do it with your phone, you could do it with a tablet or something like that. Along those
You
lines.
can already do that.
Yeah.
Yep. Ta-da. How did we get here again?
Fuck. Oh, the Turtle Beach Atom
Oh,
controllers.
yeah, we came all the way from headphones. Headphones and controllers to cloud gaming.
No, that made me excited because what we were talking about when I started, because what we've been talking about, how basically our games are now this. What the hell is that flash?
Yeah. You pissed off your phone by picking it up. Like, put me down, I'm napping.
I was seeing like a random flash on the screen.
I saw it too.
But yeah, like everything's starting to go towards the phones, and people are wondering why gaming services are investing in these phone companies because they see where it's going.
Well, that's why they're like tying everything together so that way you can access this shit everywhere you go too.
Right.
It started off on the computers and whatnot.
And
Remember, that's how Apple was doing all their stuff, and then Microsoft was like, seems like a good idea. Let's start putting everything together under one umbrella. So you just sign in one place.
pretty much.
Consolidation.
It's
Hooray.
it's a good idea for the fact that you can easily pick it up and move on to the next device, but it's also a bad idea because if those services ever go down,
Yeah, you're SOL.
yeah, basically.
Speaking of someone that should probably start consolidating, well, I mean, they probably are already now since their Embracer Group's starting to shut down studios after their $2 billion deal fell.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, apparently a studio named Campfire Cabal is being shut down. They're less than a year old, and they hadn't really gotten to like put in actual work on any kind of software or anything like that.
Right.
And they're already starting the shutdowns. Some of the comments I was seeing from that too is like, this is what happens when you hedge your bets on a $2 billion deal that isn't guaranteed.
Pretty much.
Because I believe we said the same thing too when it fell through, and they're like, not getting the stuff. We're like, it's a big deal to lose, and a lot of IPs that you have your hands on. What's going to happen from there?
Basically.
And all these studios that are doing stuff, they're just going to have to get rid of because they don't have the money anymore because their deal fell through. Although I don't know if it's coming directly from them or an arm of theirs.
Yeah.
But like I think it was maybe a month ago, I saw something about a re-release or a remake or something of a Gex trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they own the IP for Gex, so I was like, ooh, interesting.
I don't think it might be happening anymore.
Hopefully, make them some sort of money.
They're gonna need it. Holy shit.
Yeah. Yay.
If you thought the guy I was sweating bullets at that meeting, it's definitely got to be sweating bullets now. fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, who else is sweating bullets?
Who?
Marvel. Waha.
Why?
You know how like I know it's not video games, but it ties into a couple of topics that we talked about. You know how like the writer strike and the SAG strike is right now.
Mm-hmm.
The VFX artists are basically voted to unionize, and apparently this is the first time something like that has happened in the industry. Period. Just sucks that it's happening to Marvel, who's getting fucked all around.
Well, VFX is, I don't want to say fairly new, but it's become an even bigger part of Hollywood and making movies now.
Yeah.
Like CGI and whatnot is in pretty much every single movie. So it makes sense to me.
Oh, absolutely.
Why not secure your right to work and make sure that no one fucks you over?
Pretty much, and doesn't make you do slave labor for peanuts.
Yeah.
Because I think one of the biggest examples that I remember somebody pointing out was, look at the studio that did Life of Pi.
Mm-hmm.
That movie was absolutely amazing. That company filed for bankruptcy immediately after.
Ugh, jeez.
Uh huh. They got fucked.
Yeah.
And I think this is good because unions in general is a good idea in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody should be fighting for their own. They should be fighting.
Fight for your right to party.
Yeah, basically. No, but yeah, no. Fight for the right to have a fair work environment, basically. Like I know people joke around like with the SAG strike and stuff like that. They think, oh, these big actors they get paid millions of dollars. What the hell? No, it's not for them. It's for the little guys that are getting fucked.
Mm-hmm.
I just find it ironic that the people that are going to be running the programs that they're trying to replace these actors with are unionizing and possibly going on strike if things don't work out.
How much longer until you think they start relying on AI?
Well, they tried. From
Really?
Yeah, from what I've been hearing. Again, this all rumors. I could be bullshit, but like Disney specifically was trying to had a department dealing with that to see how to implement it.
I mean, I guess I'm not surprised.
I'm not either. Just on the fact that like not so much like from the corporate money hungry, let's try to cut expenses as much as possible thing.
Mm-hmm.
What Disney's known for testing the boundaries and trying new innovations to see what works and how they could use it. So I'm not that surprised.
I wonder how well it will be adopted when it comes to TVs and movies, or like maybe even scheduling shit, because not every industry is taking AI well. I mean, like just art in general and the gaming industry. A lot of people are down on AI generated shit.
I agree. Because I agree for the same reasons. I'm not against the AI generated artwork. I'm against for how it's used.
Mm-hmm.
Especially this next topic. Nice segue.
Thanks. You weren't supposed to call it out.
Sorry.
You're good.
But yeah, like D&D, they're taking a stance because a few of their customers have pointed out that one of their artists is using AI generated characters in a.
That's what shocked me the most.
Yeah. In their commissioned artwork, and as soon as they actually caught that, it was like, yeah, we're gonna put something in place. You can't do that anymore. That's not right.
I mean, ever since their whole fiasco, I'm sure that they've been proactive on a lot of issues, so that way it doesn't make it worse.
Right. And I can understand the reasoning. Like, let's say we're talking about D&D on the forefront. when you're, let's say, you or me are trying to design a character. We're not professional artists, but we want a cool looking
Nope.
character. We know what we're looking for. We can use that AI generator to say, hey, I want this, this, and this. It generates and be like, oh, I like this, I like this, I like this. That I don't see it being a problem when that's that use. I see a problem where, in his particular case, he was using AI generated images, but they're pulling that from other people's work.
I think it's more that he's, besides that, it's creating something and he's passing it off as something that he did himself.
Yeah.
That kind of gives an unfair advantage to some people too who might not have any artistic ability and be like, yeah, I did that, that's fine, and then go on to like win a competition or something.
Right.
If you don't have anything in place to be able to identify these things, then yeah, it's not really fair.
But how? I think this is where it's gonna be a really big gray area in how you see it. Because like you were saying, somebody who has doesn't have any artistic ability and uses that to generate it, they technically generated it. I know this is a very. I'm making it very
They
broad.
did not generate it.
Huh?
They did not generate it. They gave parameters, but
Right.
they themselves did not physically generate it. The AI did.
How is that any different than somebody using?
There's an action that is taking place. Just because you type something out does not mean that you are taking the action to make that thing happen. You hit a button, and a program generated it.
Mm-hmm. How is that any different than when somebody uses, like, for example, the Wave software and stuff like that? People are generating. They use. They set the parameters on stuff like that. They themselves are not designing it, but they're using a program for it to work. Would you consider that their own art?
What are you talking about?
Like in movies.
Waves?
I'm talking about like in movies, how they have like simulations and stuff like that for like explosions, for like oh my god, explosions, waves,
Like
snow,
just the visual
sand.
effects?
Yeah.
Usually people have to generate those by hand. You might be using the program, but you are still making that happen. You are making the adjustments and creating it.
Yeah.
You're not clicking a button and waiting for the program itself to do it all for you.
Okay.
Would you, coming from somebody who does like animation and stuff,
Yeah.
or like dabbled in it, would you say that you are creating the animation itself, or is the software doing it for you?
No, yeah, you're right. I was doing the animation itself, legitimately like old school style, frame by frame by frame, even though it was on a computer.
Exactly. Same argument.
Fair enough. Okay. Now that's where that
Okay.
line is.
Okay.
At least defined in my head.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's probably a better idea for them to go against and say not a good idea. I mean, especially since it's a longtime artist of theirs who's done work for them for a while and was like, yeah, this is mine, and they were okay with passing it off after all that.
Mm.
Not cool, but it makes sense for them to put something in place.
And I could see it being a good tool. I think it could work in the sense that
Let it serve for inspiration and only that.
yeah, like let's say for example, like you were saying, you're putting in parameters of what you want this character to look like. Let's say you're drawing a brain fart, and are like
This rain won't stop.
let's say you're drawing a brain fart of how you want this character to look, or you think or every iteration that you're making looks stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And you use the AI generator to be like, all right, this is the parameters. This is what I want. I want this, and this, this, and this. It generates the image. And then you're like, ooh, I like this image. Let's modify it and make it my own spin. Now the work that you come off of, that derived from that AI
That right there is your keyword.
derivative.
It's a derivative.
Yeah. There we go. So it should be okay to use as a tool, cannot be used as a crutch.
Right. It's to me that would be similar to looking at other people's artwork of similar things that you are working on and using that as inspiration.
Yeah.
You are not taking each part of it and making it your own or trying to pass it off as your own. It's serving as an inspiration for something to look at that came before, so you can do it yourself in your own way.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yay. Well, we came out of that not as upset as the Destiny community this last week. Yeah, kind of a 1-2 punch on Thursday, even though it was like, what was the point of the twid? I don't like that word. I like calling it the twab still. It was surprising that they put out the state of the game and still did the twab.
Pretty much. And I've seen a few YouTube videos about it, and people are like,
Did you actually listen to them and hear what they were saying?
yeah, a lot of them had issues where like a lot of the not so much. A lot of the complaints were, why even bother announcing some of this stuff if you're saying, oh, we're gonna do this, but we're gonna give you the information on the 22nd.
For context, the state of the game is something that the game director, who in this case right now is Joe Blackburn, right? Joe? I think so.
I think so.
Every so often, I don't know if it's like every 6 months or so, but they write a huge blog post or article, whatever you want to call it, that gives updates on literally the state of Destiny, how economics in the game itself is going to change, how the gameplay is going to change, different sandbox updates, what they're going to add, what they're going to take away, what their plans for the future is, the health of the community, the health of the game itself, what they feel like immediately needs to be changed, just stuff like that, just for the longevity of the game.
Right.
He put out one last Thursday, and it was not really all that well received. It also kind of came out of nowhere because it was like, hey, everybody get ready, state of the game tomorrow on Wednesday.
Yeah.
There was no like prior announcement like before, because usually they were like, hey, expect this day. This one was like, this is coming tomorrow, get ready to read it.
Right.
And it's come a couple weeks or more from like a lot of complaints since the start of the season, just for like, there's been a near constant complaint about no new maps for PvP. That has been a sticking point for a lot of people. There hasn't been any for years now, which they provided an update for that. PvP's getting one new map, literally a new map, coming Final Shape or Season 22, one of those two.
Yeah.
And then a returning map, Citadel, which is back from 2018, is going to be coming out in Season 23. Gambit, however, something that they tried to work on and iterate and make it work, it has basically been taken out back and shot. They are done with it. You're getting one new reprise map, and they're combining the freelance and the other playlist into one whole one.
Yeah.
And then that's it. They're taking away like the pinnacle rewards and things like that from Gambit and making it entirely optional. They have their own weapons and armor in Gambit. You want those, you go play it. Other than that, you don't have to worry about it anymore.
And I'm surprised the way they're making it sound like it wasn't that popular. But I'm like, playing it, I actually find that more fun than most PvP stuff.
I have a lot of fun in Gambit too. But yeah, they even said in that it had a low player count, so less resources are going to be allocated to focus on working on it.
But at least the way they said it is, I get it. We understand what I understand what your decision is, but you're just straight out like slapped us in the face and said go fuck yourself, because we said so.
For that, at least.
Yeah.
They're adding Vanguard medals to the scoring for Vanguard ops now. Cool. A new way to make extra points and stuff. It's supposed to help make it easier to hit those, what do you want to call them, bounties, goals, whatever the hell they are for each playlist. It's supposed to change up how scoring works and whatnot for those. One of the biggest issues, too, was that they had a goal and had promised at least one new ritual armor set every expansion or so. And come Lightfall, there was no new armor set, and a lot of people took notice of that. And we hadn't heard anything about why or what's going on or anything, so they offered a little update on that. And they didn't do it because simply they didn't have enough time or resources to do so. And their argument was it's not like people wore that armor set anyway, so they just didn't bother, and going forward they're not going to bother later on. A lot of the community's argument with that was, yeah, because a lot of the time and money and effort is spent into making Eververse armor sets.
Right.
Whether it's the collab stuff or seasonal stuff or event stuff. They feel like a lot of that time and effort is spent on making things for microtransaction purposes. And the example that they gave was, sure, you have the ritual armor sets, which is just basically a reskin of a reskin of a reskin.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the armor sets are the same across 4 different sets, I believe it was. It's like you got the Vanguard, Crucible, Gambit, and those are all a variation of Midnight Oil, I think is one of the names of the armor sets, for like Hunters specifically, or Titans. One of those two. But it's literally just the same armor set with some things changed in like one spot that has a specific color.
Right.
And they were saying how, yeah, these armor sets are kind of bland and boring and don't look great, especially when you compare them to the Eververse store. It's kind of driving those microtransactions there instead of putting the focus on the game.
Right.
So yeah, they didn't want to make them because no one was using them, but no one wants to use them because they're ugly.
Basically.
Beyond that, though, they talked about new strand aspects, exotic reworks, giving new tabs to like resources and transmats for your ships and stuff like that. The biggest problem is just people think Bungie has lost their way with the game, and it's just become more of a cash grab. Especially based on the state of the game. It's like, fuck you, we got ours, we're not doing it again. At least that's a lot of the sentiment that people are saying.
Yeah, you got basically we got that. Definitely got that loud and clear.
I want to know how you feel, since you're returning to the game and you've been enjoying it a lot and stuff like that. How do you feel about reading it?
I honestly like some of the things reading it. I have ups and downs. Overall, I'm a little upset with the way they handled it. It was kind of pointless.
I feel like some of the stuff you might be missing context to, because you might not have been playing when they were promising some of the stuff or talking about it before too.
Basically, like the fact that you were telling me that the ritual armor, I didn't realize about the ritual armor thing. If that was promised, and when you bought the game and bought the seasons and stuff like that, you're still going to charge us the same price for the game, but you're taking something that we originally paid for away. Because
along the same lines as that Armor 2,
yeah.
There was that hand cannon in the game that was shown in all the Lightfall promotions and stuff like that. That you never could earn during Lightfall and stuff. It was just given to you during one of the Veil Containment things, where you go to the Veil Containment, listen to a message, and wait a minute. That's how you got that. And that was weeks, if not months, after Lightfall started.
Which is fucked, to be honest. But yeah, like, there's some of the reasoning that they have for stuff I understand. Other times, other stuff, it basically, like you said, it sounds like a cash grab. Like, they're bitching and complaining and be like, oh, people aren't doing this, so we're not going to waste our resources on this. Well, they're not doing it because you guys fucking suck about it. You want people to play Gambit, then ask the community what they want with Gambit. If people are asking you for PvP, I think one of the YouTubers and the YouTube videos I saw was their biggest gripe was the PvP thing, where they said, okay, the community was complaining about that for a while and wanting updates.
That has been a multi-year issue, and there have been promises and talks about new maps and updates to PvP and stuff like that, and it just still has not come. So rightfully so, despite having a great feeling game and PvP game modes, nobody wants to do it anymore because it's stale.
Yeah.
It's boring now.
And the suggestion that particular video was talking about was, instead of doing the same repetitive shit season after season, why not have one season that is centered around PvP?
They could. A lot of people want SLR to come back too, or SRL,
You're gonna have to.
Sparrow Racing League.
Okay.
They used to have maps back in, I think it was D1. Yeah. I didn't participate during that time. I got bored and stopped playing. But they had maps that they turned into racetracks, and people would race their Sparrows around them. That has not come back yet.
That'd be freaking awesome.
Sparrows used to have horns and everything, too.
Oh, yeah.
And you could change the color of the contrails.
I completely forgot about that. Holy shit.
But now, instead for PvP, we get, Checkmate and... What's the other one? Countdown?
Yeah.
2 new game modes? Did I get that right? I was just taking a guess. I know one of them is Checkmate. And that one's going to be focused on, gunplay.
Yeah.
Come on, give me the name of the other. Did I get it? Relic. Duh. How did I forget about Relic? That one actually sounds interesting. Where, kills and stuff give you points, and then you use those points to obtain relics from, raids and stuff. And you use those against people.
Oh, Jesus.
That sounds like fun.
I think... And I'm not sure if it was mentioned during the State of the Game or not, or as, a separate thing. What's actually upsetting me more is that they're going to be nerfing Strand. Son of a bitch.
Namely the Suspend.
Yeah.
Because it's really, really strong.
I know. But I just finally started getting into it.
And Arc Titans are finally getting kneecapped.
Yeah. But the thing is, the developers are even saying that most of it is from this season's Relic.
Mm-hmm.
Once the season is
They're
over,
just changing things to fall more in line with their expectations, I guess.
why nerf it? The season's almost over in 2 weeks. The next Relic isn't going to be heavy on Arc. Let it.
Well, they haven't even said what armor mods are going to be on there.
Right. Ow. What?
They're changing. Did they talk about the weapons tuning update too?
Yes. They said it's.
Okay.
They were talking about how weapons, the difference between weapons and drop-offs aren't going to be as quickly or as apparent anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming they're talking about the range shots and stuff like that, where.
Yeah, and this is going to be the big hand cannon update, and people are excited for that too.
But I don't.
Hopefully, it's going to make them viable again.
I don't agree with that though. Because think about it. You got. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not going to expect a revolver to do the same amount of damage as it would up close if you're 1,000 feet away.
You're right, but you would think that it would do more up close when it really doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hit like a wet noodle these days. They definitely feel different.
Not a hand cannon person, so.
That's fine.
But, I don't know. I'm just hoping, because one of the weapons that they mentioned was auto rifles and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm an auto rifle user. You better not be nerfing my gun.
That one's more like the damage fall off stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as
Also, the go ahead.
no, it was because if I remembered reading it correctly, the damage fall off isn't going to be as large, but the maximum amount of damage you're gonna do isn't going to be as high either.
Yeah, unless you're in the optimal range.
Yeah.
Yep. Also, amongst all this, the TWAB for today came out, since today's Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing of note in there either. Just so you know. They didn't say anything. It's more like a reminder, hey, the events for the season's ending tomorrow, so get your fish in. And prepare for the next season because we're 2 weeks away from it.
Yeah.
Okay, bye. That's all they said.
Oh, so I should get rid of all my bait, huh?
I, they'll probably get rid of it when the reset happens. But there was one part that I forgot to mention that they did mention in the TWAB too.
What?
We have some new news.
Yep.
I think me, you, and Brian are all in agreement here that we're excited. After the unfortunate passing of Lance Reddick earlier this year, we lost the voice to Zavala.
Yeah.
And everybody was wondering who was going to pick up that mantle or if they were going to kill off the character or what was going to happen.
Right.
And today we got some news on that.
Yay.
Keith David's going to be taking over the role of Zavala.
I didn't even think of him when that happened.
I didn't either, and I'll be honest with you. I'm so fucking excited. I love Keith David.
Oh, same.
He's such a good actor.
Are you kidding me? His rendition of freaking Facilier?
He is the best villain in Saints Row.
He's good. He's good.
And him and Roddy Piper fighting in They Live. That fucking 15-minute fight scene.
My question is he gonna try? Is he gonna try to mimic Lance Reddick's voice and meaning?
I have a funny feeling it's going to be similar, but not a mimicry of it.
It's probably gonna be like his type of spin on it or something.
Yeah, he's probably going to do it in the same cadence, but it's not going to sound exactly like it.
Right.
Like he's probably going to drop his voice and talk like slower and more direct, like Zavala does, but it's going to have its own sound to it.
Right.
Here, I wonder if you know this. Do you know what Xbox game he plays a voice in?
Halo, but I didn't know that till I read an article earlier.
Do you know who he plays in Halo?
I never played Halo, so I didn't know exactly what character he was.
Oh, you don't know any of the names?
No.
Okay. Does he play the voice for Tartarus, for High Charity, for Arbiter, or
Arbiter, I believe.
Yeah, it's the Arbiter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember that name because I'm like, wait,
that's all.
Isn't Arbiter in Destiny?
Well, it did come from Bungie, so. Dude, I'm just recently learning how far the Bungie rabbit hole goes. A lot of the names and themes and things go back through all their old titles, and it makes you feel like they're all connected.
Oh, absolutely.
No. I got some videos to show you, and then I want you to circle back with me.
Oh, fuck.
There's a big rabbit hole when it comes to that stuff.
There's going to be a special episode.
I'm going to have to show it to Brian, too, so that way he can get on top of that.
Yes.
What?
No, I approve.
Okay. You're just looking back and forth. I'm like, what? What? And you're like, yes.
No, I'm agreeing. I approve.
Thanks. Thank you for your permission.
So keep an eye out for that episode, people.
I mean, if you want to go through it and talk about it, sure. Something.
Absolutely. Come on, you guys barely scratched the surface when you were talking about lore to me, okay?
Yeah, we're not even close to being done with that. Well, we did say that we were going to probably talk at the end of this season. So we could talk about what's going on and all the characters and stuff that you don't know about.
Yeah. Okay.
Or we can catch up on lore from the season and explain why it's happening.
Yeah, that works.
Or how we got to that point. Yeah.
Fair to me?
Something to do.
Yes.
Yay.
Woo-hoo.
All right. You ready to get out of here?
Yeah, I think we've gotten everything.
Yay. Read back the minutes to me.
A lot of shit
Come on,
happened, apparently.
stenographer. Community's mad. Game's delayed. Pokemon coming out again.
Zavala lives.
Yay. Actually, that is kind of like confirmation, too. Because they said he's going to play his voice in the final shape and beyond. So that's basically, I mean, they didn't say that he's going to live, but As far as we know, he's going to. They could kill him in the next one, but yeah, all depends on how you want to look at it.
I'm just more
I'm
curious to find
skeptical
out.
but hopeful.
I'm more curious as to how they're bringing back Kate 6. Okay.
I know you like that character. It's definitely some other dimension or some reality or something like that dealing with the Traveler. He's not actually alive. It's some sort of something. It's not really him. But we're going to find out more about that on the 22nd.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's the day after the concert.
Oh shit.
I'm sick that day. I can't come in.
Oh, that's gonna. Are we gonna try to record that day?
Ooh, good point. Shit, that's a I mean, that would give us something to talk about.
It would, but we would also be exhausted as hell.
Yeah. Ooh, this is a fun dilemma.
Uh-huh.
We'll have to talk more about this.
Stay tuned, people.
Stay tuned to what Spotify, Apple, Google, where all you get your podcasts.
All the socials, people.
I'm working on getting the X, Twitter, whatever the fuck it is. Instagram, Facebook, we're Ramble Pack Pod, and on Facebook we're Ramble Pack Podcast, and we're on YouTube. I'm working on getting shit up.
Watch it. Watch the funny part about the whole X thing. Elon turns around and says, "It's not X, it's key."
Shut up.
Come on, you can't.
Stop it.
You cannot say that you can't. You don't see that happening.
No, you're not wrong. That's just a him thing to do.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to go to bed feeling happy, and now I'm just like,
Sorry.
that's fine.
Zavala lives. Happy thoughts.
Yeah. I'm excited. I can't wait to hear it.
Oh, same.
Okay, let's go to bed.
Okay. Good night, people.
Separate, but not together.
Why not?
Because you're at your house. Bye.